During their college search, many prospective students tend to pay attention to tuition, but in the last decade, fees have started to make up a larger portion of their overall bill. And I was wondering how this might affect their future decisions. So I thought it's wise to come out to you to find out about their opinions on this matter. And here is our Vox Pop.
Do you think that the increase in university fees has affected the current progress of A-level students and other people who are looking to go to universities?
Yes, I think it affects very much because the moment university fees are increased, people with good grades but come from really poor background families would not be able to achieve the kind of would not be able to enter the kind of universities, and they'd be forced to get into a very high amount of debt, which they probably would not want. So sometimes affecting university choices can be affected very much by the fees and overall affecting their overall status in the university.
Yes, more parents are sensitive to costs because there are many options out there, and especially now since Indonesia, a lot of the Indonesian students have options such as the culinary arts, the any type of technical field. There are options. So I think that A level and Cambridge, they have to be very cautious and sensitive to price.
What do you think about the decision to increase the university fees? Do you think it is fair to increase the fee?
I think universities have to do what they need to do in order to survive, in order to keep the university running. However, what I feel is that there should be more partnerships going on where the community gets involved. So companies that want to hire these graduates, they need to step forward also and provide some of the scholarship funding and what else they can do to help more students get a degree.
I don't think it's not. The people in the world is getting more and more people. That means more and more people are also getting poor apparently. And whenever you increase the university prices, more people won't be able to go to university, and thus less people will study more. So I don't think it's fair.
If you are given a chance to improve the situation in one way, what would you do?
In perspective of what, students or the university?
The students.
I think if I cannot afford the tuition fee, I will look for another university or maybe look for the scholarship.
I'm not from here, but if I were, then I could help my students look for scholarship opportunities. Yeah, probably. Yeah, personally, I don't think I can actively do anything about it. But I suggest that kids like yourself can look for scholarships, or you can even try, what do you call that, like summer jobs or something. I am for it. I think working even before graduating from the university is advantageous for kids.
I'd reduce government interventions, I guess, and leave the. I don't know. It's a bit difficult to fix the problem. Like in America, they have one of the most expensive university fees ever, but then in Australia, it's a lot cheaper because public companies that support federal student loans are not privately owned anymore. They're more into the government based only, but no interventions or bonds or any kind of investments have been made from other personal equities.
What alternative do you feel that possible university students have?
I guess scholarships. I mean, lots of schools are giving out free scholarships for international students nowadays. I guess that's a really good alternative for someone who can fully pay their school fees.
If they cannot afford the expensive university fees, they can just join a diploma degree because I think it is much cheaper and they focus on the practical aspects of the studies. So do you think that going to university is still the best route to get employed?
Of course, now for this modern day and age, I think a bachelor degree is not enough in most cases. At least you need a master. So a university is a must in today's society.
Not really. Okay, that's why when after graduating high school, right, there are two paths that you can go to: vocational and bachelor's, right? And we know for a fact in the work field, it's not always the blue collar, no, or just what we call the white collar also, right? So meaning there are things that those in the offices or those who become managers, and there are also people who will also be working in the field, right? So and everybody cannot be doctors and engineers, and who will work for, yes, in the factories, or who will develop other things, something like that. So for you to land a job, yeah, they say better job, better paying job. You need to get a 4 year degree course or a bachelor's course, right? A university course, rather than say a vocational course.
Okay.
But both would land you to jobs.
Of course, because by getting to university, we can learn more about our life. Like, we can join different kinds of groups and we can learn from other people that will help us to work in groups.
What benefits can be drawn from the current university fees?
Well, if the higher the more expensive the university fees, the university can use more money to develop their own facilities. So I think that is the advantage of expensive university fees.
Again, number one, universities have to update their facilities. Number two, they have to get good teachers or good professors, and for them to be able to get the good professors or the good ones, they must know how to pay well. And number three, they must provide students other activities such as like I don't know, field trips or something, or like yeah, field trips of some sort, or other clubs, right? Which students can avail for free, and they can only avail that for free if the university has enough budget. And how can they get enough budget? By means of getting money from us students.